The following podcast is a live recording of a radio show first broadcast by Fresh FM with assistance from New Zealand On Air.
Come out to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs. I know what a TV dinner feels like.
You're listening to Top of the Morning, the Midnight Irish Breakfast Show here on Fresh FM with Kieran Augustahi.
Hi.
With a clip from possibly the greatest Christmas movie ever made.
Easily. One of the best movies from 1988, which is a fair claim considering the list we've just looked at.
Yeah, it was right at number one.
Yeah. So welcome. Top of the morning. We are ready to go. We're going to have a slightly different theme this week to usual. It's on the back of a couple of movies that are in the cinema at the moment. We'll have a chat about that in a while, and we are going to focus on the year that Die Hard came out, 1988. We'll also have a chat.
For no other reason than
just that reason. Yeah. And then it snowballed from there. We had a bit of reeling in the years. We got some more music from there, a couple of the stories. We'll also look at the movie Wonka that came out with Neil Hannon composing the score. Yeah, doing the sound for that good movie. We'll play some stuff from that, but it's going to be 1988 is the year we're going to look at. So we're going to get into that in a short while. We finished with David Kitt last week. We decided that we would pick back up where we left off, and we'll have a couple from David Kitt now. You're with Kieran and Dave on Fresh FM.
Same old lines, hope on my high street. People pace, just like a broken beat. Just like a broken beat. 7 steps, take me to your door. 7 steps, each one a broken beat. Each one a broken beat. And there's one more hour in my day, and that's alright. And there's one more hour in my day, and that's alright. We step in, I see another door. This old room feels like an overcoat. Feels like an overcoat. Window down to people on my street. See their smiles, somewhere an overcoat. Somewhere an overcoat.
Oh man, that was the
Jesus.
best. That was the best start ever.
The adrenaline's
Where
still
did you pull
pumping.
that out of?
I don't know.
That was brilliant.
I
was
did. I
absolutely class.
just out of nowhere.
That was brilliant. That's
yeah.
the best yet.
I've never. That was.
Without a shadow of a doubt, that's the best.
Speechless.
Opener yet. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, it's so original.
I know.
Absolutely. I didn't see that coming at all. That was class. Fair play.
Well, you're listening to Top of the Morning here, and probably the most epic, legendary start to any of our shows ever.
Unparalleled.
Ever. To maybe any show.
Ever.
I'm a bit out of breath.
I don't know what to say. I think we should just. There's nothing else we can say.
Absolute class.
That's brilliant. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So let's
get on with the show.
Let's try and get on with the show. I'm glad we set the scene. You know what I mean?
We have set the bar now. That's the only thing.
That is that. There is that too. So yeah, 1988.
1988.
For those of you listening, everyone's aware.
Yeah.
1988 is the year we're looking at. On the back of a certain movie that we played a clip from. I think it's good enough that we could nearly play it again. You know that? How about that?
Yes, we should.
I just thought I'd love to hear that sound.
All of you relax. This is a matter of inconvenient timing, that's all. Police action was inevitable. And as it happens, necessary. So let them fumble about outside and stay calm. This is simply the beginning. I thought I told all of you I want radio silence until further...
I'm very sorry, Hans. I didn't get that message. Maybe you should have put it on the bulletin board. I figured since I waxed Tony and Marco and his friend here, I figured you and Carl and Franco might be a little lonely, so I wanted to give you a call.
How does he know so much about this?
This is very kind of you. I assume you are a mysterious party crasher. You are most troublesome for a security guard.
Sorry, Hans, wrong guess. Would you like to go for double jeopardy where the scores can really change? These are very bad for you.
Who are you, then?
Just the fly in the ointment, Hans. The monkey in the wrench. The pain in the ass. Whoa.
Check on all the others. Don't use the radio. See if he's lying about Marco and find out if anyone else is missing. Mr. Mystery Guest. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Unless you want to open the front door for me.
No, I'm afraid not. But you have me at a loss. You know my name, but who are you? Just another American who saw too many movies as a child. Another orphan of a bankrupt culture who thinks he's John Wayne, Rambo, Marshall Dillon.
I was always kind of partial to Roy Rogers, actually. I really like those sequin shirts.
Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Die Hard.
Oh, I thought it was Jaws.
Good scene. Good. Alan Rickman's brilliant in it.
What was his other iconic part? Sirius Black, was it?
Or
is that his name from Harry Potter?
Men in Tights. Wasn't he in the Robin Hood?
Was he in that?
Yeah, he was brilliant in that.
I can't remember that.
He was Oxley, one of the knights, one of the shitheads. So yeah, that was our Alan Rickman
from 1988.
We were. What was the list? There was some good movies in 1988. It was probably the best year of the late 80s. We looked at 86, 87, and 89. 88 was there's some list of movies like.
88 was.
Yeah.
Die Hard at number 1. Rain Man, A Cinema Paradiso, Beetlejuice. That was the other one.
Great movie.
That's a good one. Akira, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Big, The Naked Gun, A Fish Called Wanda, Coming to America, Mississippi Burning, They Live, Willow, Midnight Run.
Some great movies.
Heathers, Dangerous Liaisons, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. That is a funny movie. The Last Temptation of Mel Gibson. I like that movie, but that was that's Scorsese's, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. Last Temptation of Christ.
Okay.
What was the one that Gibson made?
Passion of the Christ.
Passion of the Christ. That's it. That was the sequel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or the prequel. I'm not sure.
But you were saying that old Bruce was an unlikely protagonist in that movie.
Yeah, I think it was written for one of the big action heroes at the time, like Stallone or something, or Arnie.
He was perfect for McLean, like.
The others would have been terrible. They wouldn't have fit in that. What was it? That air conditioning anyway. They would have just stuck like. Just,
we have that clip. We play that again too.
Yeah, because that was class first time round. But no, he was just in Moonlighting, wasn't he? Before that, and then they really pushed for him to be in it, and there was lots of him humming and hawing. Is that the word? And obviously he made it.
We made them. Yeah, great movie. And Die Hard 2 is in the cinema in Nelson on Sunday, I think.
Brand new, just released.
Looking forward to that. Cliffhanger.
Just shows you people back home like how cutting edge Nelson is. We just had Die Hard 1 just left the cinemas. This week Die Hard 2. They make them very quick, don't they?
They do. They get
back to back.
Yeah.
It must have been back to back. Those two to release them at the same time, nearly a week apart.
The other one that was on in the cinema this week was Wonka, the new movie. It wasn't bad. You haven't seen it.
So this
You're thinking about going to it.
This is who was in this one?
Oh, that's a good question. I didn't recognise him, so Hugh Grant is in it.
Is he?
Yep. He does a bit of singing, actually. He sings this.
Oompa, loompa, doompa-dee-doo. I've got a little bonus for you. Sit back down and stay in your seat for the last Oompa Loompa-ish treat. Abacus Crunch returned to his home. Bends to her friends, Lottie Bell to her phones. Brave Larry made a triumphant comeback. One day his ex-wife saw the act, laughed a lot and took him back. Oompa Loompa Doompa-dee-day. But what of Mrs. Scrubbit and Bleacher, you say? Give me just a moment or two, and I'll Oompa Loompa show it to you. I do beg your pardon. What is wrong with this infernal machine? I'll show it to you. There.
Much better.
He was good in it. It's not a bad movie. Like, it's grand.
Were you a fan of the first one?
Yeah, I like the Gene Wilder one. Yeah.
That
was brilliant. It hasn't got.
None of them have that 70s edge.
No, that darkness.
Even the Johnny Depp ones were.
They tried a bit too hard to be dark.
Too hard to be quirky.
Yeah. This one is. It moves along. It's.
So what's the premise? It's young Wonka.
Young Wonka has come to town.
He's a Jedi Knight
with his new suitcase of tricks.
Yeah.
Like our start tonight, unparalleled in the chocolate making business.
Oh, really? But I presume he moves into an area of where? London?
It doesn't really say. It's a city with smoke.
Are they all English?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has the cobbledy streets and, you know.
Yeah, right. And everyone there makes chocolate.
There's 3 serious chocolatiers.
Yeah.
Not to ruin the movie for everyone, but sure.
The 3 chocolatiers.
There's blood.
All for one and one for all.
Yeah. They pretty much have a cartel around the chocolate market, and they're bribing the chief of police to keep it that way.
What?
Yeah. So the boys get heavy-handed with poor old young Willy Wonka here.
Give him a bash.
They tell him you can't be selling chocolate in this town, my friend. And then he gets in and stays in a hostel, shall we say. Doesn't read the small print. An indentured slave is what he becomes. An indentured servant. So, along with a few other people. And then the old shenanigans start.
So, we know what happens. Yeah. It's like watching Titanic.
Yeah.
So,
it's good. It's good.
I guess he opens his own factory at the end.
He opens his own shop.
Ah.
Which is a bit of a
so it's still prequel. So we could have the middle section there next. The next prequel could be from shop to factory.
You can see the shop design.
With him fighting the union.
Is foreshadowing the factory.
Yeah.
The Oompa Loompas, their backstory is in it.
That's why he hired the Oompa Loompas?
No, they weren't
unionised?
He owed them chocolate. He stole chocolate from the Oompa Loompa when he landed on their island.
Ah.
And so they send Shorty off to get him. Lofty.
Oh. So then he captured them, enslaved them as a race, and made them make chocolate as a penalty.
It's not
for coming after the oppressor.
It's a bit different to that.
Well, that's what happened in the second one.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It trucks along. There's a lot to pack in, and they sometimes they don't leave a whole pile to the imagination, which was the whole point of Willy Wonka. Not to be too harsh on it. I liked it. I wouldn't go and see it again. Ever. I know, I might. Maybe in 20 years' time, when I've forgotten how bad it was. How good it was. How middling it was.
Not like Die Hard, which you'll watch every Christmas.
Without fail.
Yeah.
We'll put on. Oh yeah, so Neil Hannon, Divine Comedy, scored it.
Wonka.
Yeah. So we'll play a song from the actual soundtrack, and then we'll have a couple of songs from the man himself, from his older and his most recent album. So this is actually from the movie, the original motion picture soundtrack, and this is called Scrub Scrub.
First you pick up the apparel and you stick it in the barrel. Scrub, scrub.
Then you take it to the mangle and you turn the giant handle. Scrub, scrub. Then it's hung up really high until it's nearly dry. Scrub, scrub. But when we sing this song, the day don't seem so long. Scrub, scrub. It's still long though. Gotta press out all the creases from the dresses and chemises. Rub, rub. Gotta fold them like they told us, so they'll scold us and withhold our grub, grub. We all sang a dozen lines, so we gotta do our time. Scrub, scrub. Scrub, scrub.
And if you don't agree,
See Clause 5,
Section 7A,
Paragraph 22,
Part D.
which says,
Scrub, scrub. Scrub, scrub. Scrub, scrub. Scrub, scrub. I jump the queue, I jump the queue, I jump the queue 'cause I'm smarter than you. I jump the queue, I jump the queue, I jump the queue 'cause I'm better than you. Yeah. I jump the queue, I jump the queue, I jump the queue 'cause I'm smarter than you. I jump the queue, I jump the queue, I jump the queue 'cause I'm better than you. Red lights are all I see. Red lights don't apply to me. Red lights are just for you. Red lights, you stop if you want to. I jump the queue 'cause I'm smarter than you. I jump the queue, I jump the queue, I jump the queue 'cause I'm better than you. I'm better than you, I'm better than you. I don't have to play by the usual rules. I take what I want versus there to be taken. And
What was in that woodshed? Will death be gentle? Better to live one day like a lion than 1,000 sheepishly say, dead oriental. I'm a thrill seeker, honey. I can't help it. I'd kill for that feeling. Now I felt it. I'm a thrill seeker. If you live by the sword, you will reap your reward. Death by faulty ripcord, or loose carabiner. But it's my absolute right to kill myself if I like. And now it looks like I might have finally succeeded, and I don't care. When they finally come, I'll be stuck there like gum, frying under the sun, eggs over easy. But it's my triumph of will just to stay alive till they've spent several million trying to save me, albeit vainly. I don't want their money. I'm a thrill seeker, honey. I can't help it. I kill for that feeling. Now I felt it. It's the cruelest of hands, but I've been dealt it. I can see it, I can feel it, I hear it, hear it. There it comes now.
You can see why they asked him to write the score, can't you?
Well, that sounds like a score already, that one, doesn't it?
That's Thrill Seeker from Fin de Cicel,
I don't know.
1998
That
album.
it reminded me of what's the band's name?
Faith, what did you call it?
Faith
Faith?
No More.
Boom, before that was Q Jumper from Office Politics, which is his most recent album. But that one, that last Thrill Seeker really sounds like a film. A
movie.
Music from the films.
Yeah, I like the films.
And before that, then we had Scrub, which is actually from the Wonka, the original motion picture soundtrack. And yeah, Divine Comedy, Neil Hannon, serious man for pumping out the tunes. He'd write a song about anything, I'd say.
Probably write a song about writing a song.
Easily.
What a man.
He does that easy. So yeah, 1988, the year of Die Hard, July 1988. Possibly the greatest action movie
Of all time?
of all time.
Yeah, can't disagree with that.
It's hard to argue against it, is it? Did you ever read that book that they mention on it? Hostage, Terrorist Hostage, a study in duality. You haven't read that, no?
No, not recently.
The film will make so much more sense if you read that book.
Does it?
The only way to find out, Dave, either take my word for it or read the book.
You should read it and let me
Good
know.
luck with the book. So 1988, as we said at the start. If you were here for the start, you'd remember the start. It was
So how old were you in 1988?
to blow you away. So in our research into 1988,
Yeah.
what did we do, Dave?
What did we do in 1988?
What did you do in 1988?
Oh, I was a year before my leaving cert.
So year of do you remember any of these movies that the ones
I
you
remember
listed
all the movies. I just don't believe that they're that long ago.
out? Or would you have gone to the cinema to see any of them?
Not Die Hard. That was probably too old. I don't know. What was the rating on that? I don't know. So it would have been 16,
I don't know,
16-ish. What, 10? Yeah, 16.
If you would have. You would have gone if you could have gone.
Definitely.
Were you movie buff even then?
Absolutely. Probably went to see Beetlejuice, I would have thought. Definitely would have gone to see Willow. Not that I like that movie, but yeah.
What was the other one we had? Was one of the Batmans? Michael Keaton?
No, that was 89.
Was it 89?
So definitely would have gone to see that.
So yeah, that was 88. Was a good year for movies. Alan Rickman, Bruce Willis. Serious casting it, like.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe the reason I think they're not that long ago is because the likes of Rain Man, I probably wouldn't have gone to see in the cinema.
Right.
Is
there any of those on
definitely
the
not
list?
Cinema Paradiso at that age.
No, I wouldn't think so. 8 hours long. That's the most coolest film.
Beetlejuice, yes, would have gone to see that. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah, definitely would have gone to see that.
Bob Hoskins, was it?
Big. I probably didn't go see The Naked Gun in the cinema.
Big was a good movie.
Big was a good movie. Fish Called Wanda, I definitely seen that later. Actually, I've probably seen it then, but it wouldn't have been released till later, would it? On like VHS or whatever at the time. Coming to America was R-rated. Mississippi Burning. Yeah.
That wouldn't be...
Wouldn't have been on the radar. Yeah, I don't know. They don't seem as long ago as 1988.
No, they don't. And even like Die Hard looks really good still, like really, really good.
Do you reckon it was remastered for the cinema?
Oh, I don't know. Good question.
Cleaned up. 4K, high res, bypass, high pass, low pass filters, whatever they use.
That's a good question. I don't know. It was loud. It was really loud.
Soundtrack remastered.
It was really, really loud. No, that could be just someone fell asleep at the wheel, like.
In the slinky,
behind all those buttons.
The slinky malinky otter down there.
The slippery otter.
Terrible name for cinema still.
Brutal.
I love cinemas, but that's a terrible name.
Brutal.
What's it called? Silky otter.
The slippery otter.
Slippery otter.
Yeah. Why would you call it that?
Yeah. What's that got to do with movies? At all.
Maybe.
Well, it's just about good old names like the Grand or the Metropole. They're all good names for cinemas. The Roxy, that's a great name for cinema.
The Slippery Otter.
Slippery Otter.
God knows.
Even the State is a better name.
State, yeah.
Good name.
Because they've gone for that older look. They haven't they just haven't built the place. But at least they've left off some of the old posters.
Yes.
Even on the outside.
Yeah, but they're just starting next week.
Boom. 88 led us into an episode of Reeling in the Years. And that was
speaking of movies, did you see the movie poster for Taika's new movie Next Goal Wins?
I passed a gun in, but I didn't pay any heed to it.
So the poster just struck me and I went, wow, that looks familiar. And I thought it was Do the Right Thing. I thought it was kind of like an homage.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. Homage me whole.
Go on, say it again. Homage. L'hommage. It's with the L.
Do fromage. That's what I thought it was. And I was looking at it and I was like, it looks like do the Right Thing, but it wasn't. I got it wrong. It's actually a rip-off of, or an homage to, sorry.
Bend It Like Benton.
No, De La Soul's album. Remember their first album? What's De La Soul's first album called?
Not a clue. That's not the name of the album, but... Who are they? Never heard of them. Am I showing ignorance now?
Oh my God, you never heard of De La Soul?
No.
3 Feet High and Rising is the name of the album.
Oh, I know that album.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Put on a De La Soul song. Oh, we shouldn't be doing that, but then... And that came out in 1988. 89, but like, whatever, that's close.
But you know what we'll do? We'll play 2 from 88. We're going to play what was number 1 on the week that Die Hard came out. Do you know what it was?
Celine Dion.
No, she won the Eurovision. We'll get to that later. That's a big part of the show, actually.
Okay, sorry. Who would have... The
American.
More
female vocalist.
Female vocalist. Cher? Bonnie Tyler.
Huh?
Bonnie Tyler.
No.
Tracy Chapman.
There. Jesus, you're not that bad.
That took a while.
Good guess.
It's got to be Fast Car because that's the only number 1 hit she must have had.
It is. We'll stick it on, then we'll get De La Soul after.
Okay.
What do we play from De La Soul?
I'll tell you in a second.
Let's talk about it when we switch off.
You get a fast car, want a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. You got a fast car, I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at the convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs and finally see what it means to be living. See, my old man's got a problem. Yeah, with the bottle, that's the way it is. He says his body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like his. My mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could give. I said, somebody's got to take care of him. So I quit school and that's what I did. You got a fast car. Is it fast enough so we can fly away? We gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast I felt like I was drunk. City lights stay out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. Had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You got a fast car. We go cruise and entertain ourselves. Still ain't got a job. Now work in the market as a checkout girl. I know things will get better. You'll find work and I'll get promoted. We'll move out of the shelter, buy a bigger house and live in the suburbs. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast I felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. Had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You got a fast car, I got a job that pays all our bills. Instead of drinking late at the bar, see more your friends than you do your kids. I'd always hope for better. Thought maybe together you and me find it. I got no plans, I ain't going nowhere. Take your fast car and keep on driving. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast I felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You got a fast car. Is it fast enough so you can fly away? You gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way.
can't help but think of yesterday and another who tied me down to lovable rules. Before this river, there comes an ocean. Before you throw my heart back on the floor, oh baby, I reconsider my foolish notion. Well, I need someone to hold me, but I wait for something more. Yes, I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith, because I gotta have faith, faith. I gotta have faith, faith. Just have to wait, because I got to have faith. To have faith. Before this river, there comes an ocean. Before you throw my heart back on the floor, oh baby, I reconsider my foolish notion. Well, I need someone to hold me, but I wait for something more. 'Cause I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith, because I gotta have faith, faith. I gotta have faith, faith.
Woo! The 1980s, not only, or 1988, sorry, specifically, not only a majestic year for films, but not a bad year for music either. In Excess, Need You Tonight. Obviously, Georgine Michael there with a bit of faith, Keep the Faith. Mayo song from Mayo lads, and Steve Winwood, Linda Carlisle. Heaven is a Place on Earth, your favourite song. Is it your second favourite song?
Yeah.
That's one of those question
Right
mark-
after My
that's
Love
one-
Will Go On by Celine Dion.
That's one of those question mark songs, isn't it? Heaven is a place on Earth. Laughing through a fish full of hobnobs. Oh, speaking of food, have we got number one, a tasty beverage? Number two, who arrived today? We have visitors from the western seaboard. The Emerald Isle.
We do. I think they're asleep now.
Your parents are here.
They arrived today. Yeah.
Is there? So they landed today.
They landed.
Do you know it's no harm? It's no harm, Dave. You might tidy your room now and get a haircut.
The room's tidy.
There's no chance to get the haircut.
Can't get a fucking haircut in this town. I left it too late. You have to do it before the schools get off. Whatever the fucking kids. I did I tell you what happened? I went up to the barber.
The one below you?
No. She's booked out in January sometime.
Oh, for Jesus' sake.
And look at this big dirty shaggy head on me. And then
trying to hide it under a hat today.
I know. Oh man. I've run out of gel's just not strong enough anymore. So I went up to I went up to the other barber, and I drove by, looked in the window, two lads sitting there, went grand. Two lads. I can cope with that, because it's not long in a barber. But I parked the car and went in. Fucking 15 little shits, like they couldn't see over the window.
With a picture, I wanted like that.
Yeah, all looking like Ronaldo and shy.
Did you bring a picture of a younger you? Wanted like that.
I wouldn't want it like we did. Who would I bring a picture of? That's a good question.
Bring a picture in of someone.
Like what's your man's name? I was going to say Michael Keaton, but that's not him. The other Michael.
Michael Fassbender.
No, not the German chap.
Michael Caine.
Maybe.
Michael Collins.
Michael Douglas. In like Wall Street or something. Do that. That'll be good.
Falling down. You're starting to turn into that.
This doesn't look like the picture. Yeah, class. I can do that.
Defense. Another great movie. What? That was the 80s, was it? Would have been.
Don't know what year that was. That's a good question. That's why we have computers now. Fallen down
computers.
Year.
Computers.
That can't be right.
What?
2012. Even the computer's making shit up now. 1993.
They'd let you down like a ton of bricks, those computers.
They wouldn't. They dropped them. 93.
Okay. Right.
I thought that was earlier.
Yeah, I thought it was the 80s. But yeah, we're back in where I was going with this.
Yeah.
Before I got distracted by that unbelievable mane of... You're starting to look like Mel Gibson.
Crazy Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson getting arrested for being pissed.
That mugshot, yes. Fucking hobnobs in my throat now.
Speaking of hobnobs, John was kind enough to carry in his luggage on his person
several packs of
Le Purple Snack.
And purple snack.
I'm asking you what was on the back into the bin. You know what's written on it? Have you ever seen that? What's written there in the tiny little writing on the side?
It's lovely.
Did you ever notice that before?
No. Tis lovely.
Tis lovely.
Tis lovely. Not even.
I've never noticed
lovely.
that before in all the purple snacks I've eaten.
You're probably savaging them down so quickly. Nutritional information, just blank.
Just eat it. Tis lovely. That's the nutritional information there. Tis lovely.
Are you an average adult? That's what it says.
I'm below average.
Reference intake of an average adult. Jesus.
What's an average adult? That's changed over the years.
That's open to interpretation. That.
Would the average adult foresee the queues at barbers and pre-book his
Hang on.
What?
I'm reading here.
What?
They're passionate about their great quality Cadbury products. Are you completely satisfied with this? With the one you've just eaten, are you completely satisfied?
Actually, I am, but I made the mistake of not putting them straight into the fridge. They were too close to room
straight out of a suitcase.
Yeah, I should have put them in the fridge. I should have put them in the freezer, to be honest.
Yeah,
just to
harden it
down
that
few degrees. Just bring it right down. Right,
liquid nitrogen.
Just get it right down.
Get it down there quick.
Get it down fast.
Yeah.
Tis nice.
Well, if you're not completely satisfied, you can free phone a UK number.
We should ring them.
It's a UK number. I'm not sure we could.
We'll ring them on Skype next week.
And then that's weird, isn't it? It's Mondelez is the company. It's not Cadbury. It's Mondelez, Ireland. Free phone on the Malahide Road, Coolock, Dublin 5.
We'll ring them next week.
We should.
We will. Write down that number.
Tell them I'm not completely satisfied.
I'm not completely satisfied, no.
I had a purple snack. It usually satisfies me, but on this occasion, I am not completely satisfied.
So we're entitled to ring then? Yeah. That's what it says there, doesn't it?
It says completely satisfied.
Right.
It's binding contract in my book.
Speaking of completely, we're going to get completely back into 1988 again. And like I said, we watched
people are out there going, why 1988?
Die Hard.
What did you do in 1988? Any big exams or anything? Were you interested or something? Huh?
I was only 7. So I went up to a whole pile that involved exams, I can tell you that.
But the game on a Sunday would have been big deal to you personally. You in juniors, whatever you were playing at the time.
When I was 7.
What were you playing? You must have been playing something.
Under 7s or under 8s probably.
Yeah, that was probably a big deal.
Trying to break into the under 8 team. That took me 2 years.
What's your turn, kid?
I don't want to play. Right, you can come on the last 5 minutes. No, what was I doing when I was 7? I don't know. I know Galway won the All-Ireland in 1988. Noel Lane. Late goal against Cork, I think. Meath won the football. And poor old Brian Keenan was still in Beirut, a hostage. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. He wasn't doing a walking tour over there, no? No,
but we will get to that. We're going to play a couple of songs from a very young Sinead O'Connor. Mandinka came out in 1988. We're going to play that. We'll play a clip of her on with the one and only Gay Byrne. She put him in his place though. She gave him a G back. He wasn't ready for it. She looks very young on that show. So we'll have that, and we'll have a clip, and then we'll have a couple more songs from the same woman. And then we'll get back to a big scoop about the Turin shroud, the Shroud of Turin. What would you know it as? As one of your favourite relics, I believe.
I have it at home now. They threw it out.
You do after what I saw on Reeling in the Ears. Keep it. Don't even bother trying to sell it.
I've tried to do that, try to get my face, I don't know, imprint on my sheets. That's why I haven't changed them in so long. It's an experiment.
You didn't even change them for the old pair coming, no?
Well,
fuck, if you want to do it for that.
It's an experiment. It's ongoing. I'm a pure scientist.
All in the name of science.
All in the name of science.
Same with the
Same with the haircut, yeah.
Right. This is Sinead O'Connor. One and only. Fresh FM, Kieran and Dave. This is Mandinka.
Kieran.
I'm dancing with 7 bells, wanting to pick up my star. See how the black moon fades, soon I can give you my heart.
That was about Catholic guilt, you know what I mean? I certainly suffer from it.
Yeah.
Not hugely, but I do get scared, like if I'm on a plane and things like that, or even sometimes in cars, because if I've done anything particularly wicked that week, I think God's going to take me. You know.
Are there many weeks when you've done something particularly wicked?
There's not enough.
Too
So whether you're Cassius Clay or you've had a gaseous day, you've had two there from Sinead O'Connor. You're looking at me now like I've 10 heads.
You got a Mayo hat on.
It's a Christmas hat. I see. You see how easy it happens?
Easy.
You see how easy it happens? Because I always get the opposite. Oh, you're wearing a Christmas hat. I know, it's a Mayo hat. Nothing. That's what's been happening all week. Like,
have you been wearing the Mayo hat all week?
Yeah, it's Christmas. See, it's synergy. Is that what you call it? Symmetry. Symbiosis.
Symmetry.
It's class. That's what it is.
What's the ends of your fingers called? What are they called? I'm curious. It struck me as something. What are they called? What are they fingertips?
I would hazard a guess.
It's not a
joke.
You're
it's not
make
really. A big fool on me on air, are you?
No.
Don't make a fool of me now on air, Dave. I've done that already. The first 3 minutes of the show that disappeared off the face of the earth.
But that was the best 3 minutes we've ever done.
I know, yeah, but there's no proof.
But fingertips, right?
Fingertips.
What are the tops? What are the same tops of your toes called? What are they called? Are they called toe tips?
They are now.
But are they?
I honestly.
If that's the case,
I knew you were setting me up for something.
No, I'm not setting you up for anything.
Keep going.
You can tip toe, but you can't tip finger.
That's deep. That's deep, man.
See, I need this hair gone. My head is boiling.
And it's summer here too, folks.
I know.
It was 22 degrees today.
I have to wear a hat. It's just boiling in there. My brain's going mad.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. I like that logic. I like the way, it all came together at the end. It was good. It was good.
The madness is real.
We tackle the big subjects here.
The big issues.
Yeah, the big issues.
That's what I'd be selling soon.
So the Shroud of Turin, 1988 was the year it all came unstuck.
So the year it was discovered?
Found to be a fraud.
Oh, it was only found to be a fraud in 1988.
So it existed from around the 13th to 14th century.
Obviously.
Well, that's not what it's saying here. The documented history of the shroud dates back to 1354. Maybe that's just 6 minutes to 2 on the day of Christ.
On 1988. Oh, yeah, the day of Christ.
When he was 33, was he? And they found out it was a fake it took until 1988.
Now, hang on. It was a fake in that it wasn't Jesus, or it was a fake in that someone made it with tea bags or something?
I'm looking.
Like counterfeit.
I think it was.
Why?
I mean, it's a good question. It's a really good question.
Money or...
Well, I suppose it would have been valuable, wouldn't it? And seen as a...
Well, if you could sell it off as being Jesus's...
sweaty brow.
Yeah.
That left a perfect imprint of his face.
But his face has been on lots of things like toast. Crisps, yeah, and crisp sandwiches.
Yeah, in 1988, radiocarbon dating by 3 different laboratories established that the shroud's linen material was produced between the years of 1260 and 1390 to a 95% confidence level.
See, there's still that 5% wiggle room.
Defenders / headers of the authenticity of the shroud have questioned those results. Really? That's strange. And usually on the basis that the samples tested might have been contaminated. That's like Michelle Smith and the urine full of whiskey and piss.
She wasn't taking the drugs at all?
No.
She was probably, I don't know.
So it probably ruined it for a lot of ordinary people. But blind faith, George Michael sang about it.
You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith.
And also, do you know, there was an interesting thing that
but those jeans he had on in that video now, there's probably an imprint on them.
Oh, you didn't get to see the jeans that much. Oh, they were nice. Were they Levi's?
Oh, I'd say so.
Or Lee?
Wrangler.
Dingo. They were Dingo jeans.
Were they?
I think they were, yeah. I'll
check. How often did you watch that video?
Wouldn't be binoculars. Do you know what happened also in 1988?
Yeah.
There was a tax amnesty. Do you remember that?
You could pay your tax.
Where you could just go in and
no questions
asked. Pay a lot
asked.
of money and that'd be it. They'd never come looking for anything.
How bad was Ireland before 1988? They had to put that in.
500 million quid.
Jeez,
they were blown away by it. They didn't expect it at all.
The lads in the IRD, what's it called over there? The tax office, whatever. Gone. What's the tax office called in Ireland? I've forgotten.
The what?
What's the tax office called in Ireland?
The revenue.
Oh, that's it. The revenue.
Yeah.
The revenue. Yeah.
Can I read you a quote here?
Go on.
From staff at the revenue. People had voluntarily walked in off the street with 500 million quid, and staff felt it reflect badly on the revenue commissioners as an institution. That was 500 million quid that they hadn't got and was now being handed over without penalties or interest. They felt that the organisation was let down and seen not to have done all it could be doing. So they were disgusted that people came in because it made them look bad.
I wonder how that worked. You went in, you said, I owe you lads like,
no questions asked, I suppose.
That's mad.
What do you want to pay? Like, it's mad, isn't it?
But if you weren't declaring the money, they wouldn't have any record of it anyway.
I know. It's a strange one. £1 billion has been collected in amnesties over 13 years. This 1988 was the first one. They had another one in 1993. Oh man,
it's like it become a biannual cash drive for the revenue. Just better do another amnesty or running short on pencils.
That's brilliant, like, isn't it?
Jeez, that just shows you the state of Ireland, though.
Mad.
Everyone was doing cashies.
Yeah,
can't do that much anymore.
So when, of course, this song was on while on Reeling in the Ears while they were talking about it. You remember this song?
Don't worry.
Good tune they picked from 1988. Bobby McFerrin. Don't worry, be happy. 500 million.
Isn't there someone famous in this video with him?
Is there?
I think there's loads of famous people. Or maybe it's, I don't know.
So that was, they didn't expect it. They expected about 30 million, they said. Roughly, that's what they kind of guessed.
So they underestimated by 270 million.
Was that not a warning sign already?
Hang on, they 30 million and they got 500 million. Holy Jesus Christ. Bad accountants in the revenue, they're like then.
And then they're wondering why they
let anyone away with it.
Why they're not getting the money.
Can't add up those lads.
It's cracked. So this song was, this was a bit of a hit back then. And
must have been a boom then, 89, 90. Must have been boom times for because they would have had
boom times for everyone because no one paying tax.
Well, that's true before that, but then after that the government must have got into some serious spending spree.
Well, the health service was on its knees, I believe, going by it was on the tips of its knees. Going by the Reeling in the Ears. It just showed a really,
in 88.
It just showed a really bleak.
And when they got that 500 million in
it solved all the. So it's obviously
the health,
logic.
The health
fire money at the health service. That's the logic.
Did they?
And they've been doing it since. Well, I'm guessing that was kind of the way RT put it together. They gave.
Okay.
They showed a really bleak, empty operating theatre with no one on it. Now, that could have been just because it was early in the morning or late at night.
It's just what Irish governments, I would have thought the health system is still on its knees and they've got a monorail. That's how I
in Castlebar. So I don't mean to hit Mayo again. I don't. Like, it's just, I don't know. Castlebar is a lovely city, town, village, town, connected to everywhere.
Satellite town.
It got a new bypass to Westport, you know.
Did it?
Michael Ring. It's Ring Road, obviously.
That's like disease, doesn't it?
You couldn't write this stuff.
We've got a ring road.
So Bobby McFerrin and 1988. And anyway, back to the Shroud of Turin. It was a lead-in into to chat to the lads again from the walking tour of. And the song,
good.
This song is quite appropriate, actually.
Why? Because it was Jesus from Afghanistan.
Oh, he visited there, didn't he?
He was all over the place. Apparently, he was in Glastonbury for a festival.
All right. So the lads were in touch. They have last week. They were. Where did we say they were last week? We said they were in Faizabad, heading north, but they seem to have changed tact.
How's the weather?
They haven't gone that far. I'll get to that. Yeah, I think that they got as far as Absiti. That's where they're heading next, and they were in Izari. They spent a lovely few nights in Izari. They went to the Museum of Dust.
Don't worry,
And they stayed in a hostel that was an old dust factory.
Now there, this song I wrote. I hope you learned
they're on the move. They haven't made a whole pile of ground. They
said like they've had plenty of ground.
There seems to be. I think there's a bit of trouble in the ranks.
Yeah.
I got a text, an unsolicited text message from I won't name one of the people in the group, but I think they sent the wrong number. Just complaining about they've got a bag where they put all the jocks and socks. Someone has to carry that each day, and it's getting quite heavy.
Okay,
because dirt, dust, sweat, you know, stuff build up, whatever, discharges, different things. So they're meant to be swapping that around.
The bag or the pants?
The bag. Okay. The bag, to carry the bag, because they have to find a place to wash it, because, you know, travelling through small towns and thumb and lifts and all the rest of it, they're struggling to find a laundromat. And but I mean, I hope they can work it out as a group, you know. Supposedly, I was looking at the forecast, there's rain promised. I text them that, but they tell me that every time they hear that, it's always tomorrow. But anyway, they're having a great time. And Bobby McFerrin, just keep thinking of it. Don't worry, be happy, lads.
Don't worry, be happy.
Afghanistan's a big country. You'll have a great old.
Well, they not just dump those pants and buy some new ones.
You'd imagine they should be wearing the local dress.
Garb, yeah.
But 1988. Probably would it be a whole pile different?
Afghanistan?
Yeah, bits of it. Probably quite rural, some parts of it, I'd say. I'm
sure a lot of it is quite rural.
Well, the boys are getting to see Hip, but anyway. And so, Ab City is the next port call. They're heading north. And, that's the update from the lads with the tour of Afghanistan.
Fascinating. Are they doing it for charity or anything, or just pure pleasure?
Just for the crack, yeah. Good abandon. Get out and about, have a look. A lot of them are ex-geographers.
Yeah. Oh, I know that. Yeah.
Semi-retired, kind of, moonlighting geographers. But having great crack. Let's move on with 1988. 1988 was also kind of the start of heyday of Irish soccer, I believe. I could be wrong. I'm kind of saying 88-ish.
Almost started in the 90s as well.
Yeah, so 88 was the European Championships, and we have the man himself.
No, we're 33, 40 to 1, 50 to 1 in Europe, something like that. You know, they've written us off already. I think that's a mistake. I would love to win the competition. That would be terrific. But I think we can all we can really look for is to come out with it with some credit that we are capable of playing the best in Europe, certainly, and hopefully the best in the world, without any fear.
Right, we're just going to line that up and play it this way.
Properly.
Yeah, that's just in the old, whatchamacallit. They're all on YouTube, a lot of those reeling in the years from the 70s, 80s, 90s and noughties. They're well worth checking out. They're great crack. The old nostalgia just never gets old.
su sauce. Ay, my friendly, para el bebé, 55 campari, y 70 para Kerralos, y Costello, el rey de la América, y sensuosa, Catorre. No, baby, mis galeones, los gritos fuera de las casas. All you rambling boys of pleasure, and ladies of easy leisure, we must say adios until we see Amarillo once again.
You were Kieran and Dave on Fresh FM, broadcasting from the top of the South Island in New Zealand. From the future.
Or the bottom at the top.
Perhaps. That was Fiesta by the Pogues. And before that we heard the late great Jack Charlton. As Irish as anything.
So unbelievable, isn't he? So Irish.
It was kind of the start of that group of players. The highlights in Reeling the Years there where they beat England.
Yeah.
And then lost to the eventual winners, Holland. But you're starting to see those faces, Ray Houghton and Packy Bonner and Paul McGrath. So it was he was building.
Paul McGrath said, "Ooh, Paul McGrath."
He was building that. He was building that squad. Like that was one of the. I think that was the first tournament we were in. I could be corrected now, but yeah,
he could be.
It was the start of something. It was, and plus, I suppose that fed into the whole Celtic Tiger thing. You know,
yeah,
Ireland was shaking off the old Catholic Church, and Gay Byrne was getting slipping in its place. So yeah, 1988 again, good year, started things. Plus the government had obviously loads of money now.
Yeah. Just spend it on anything. Classic. Class.
Spending money on finding out who could play for Ireland. The little Scot, Ronnie Whelan, or was it Ray Houghton? One of them was Scottish. You tell me.
Do you know? Actually, don't know. Who was it?
It was one or the other. Can't remember which one now. Another song, another artist that was featured was Enya. Remember her?
Sail away, sail away.
Is that the most? You know, people that wouldn't
most
be fans.
I know, yeah, probably.
Do you know? You don't know the chorus? Go on, you know it. It's in there. I thought we were talking about this last week. How you remember so many song lyrics?
Yeah, but there's no lyrics in that. It's just. What is that? The Womble song or something? What you got like?
Which one?
Oh, I don't know. I don't like. Her albums are mad. Yeah, there you go.
But this
Orinoco, that's it. I knew something to do with Wombles.
Would this be the most widely recognisable song she ever did?
Oh no, yeah, I guess.
For people who wouldn't know Enya, personally. I don't know the lyrics.
Tripoli. Crap lyrics. Read the lyrics.
Two from Enya there. Second one featuring one and only Bono, Paul Hewson. He is still in Vegas. They're finished up, I think. I believe they have finished their
They'll never leave.
40 nights. And I looked at the lyrics, interesting lyrics. A lot of place
Rubbish, aren't
names.
they?
We could have used it in the place names. Khartoum, Peru,
Tripoli,
Tyree, Isles of Ebony, Peru to Caribou, Hear the Power of Babylon, from Bali to Cali, Far Beneath the Coral Sea. Yeah, I didn't know the lyrics to that song at all.
You feel more complete now you do?
More rounded, yeah.
That's good. That's what she was after.
So, that featured Bono, that last song.
That was Clanad, wasn't it?
Clanad and Bono, yeah. In a lifetime. And Bono is in a band called U2.
Is he?
Do you know that? And in 1988, they brought out an album called Rattlin' Home.
They did.
A live album. Some good tunes on it. Some tunes that don't get played that much. Did they do the... what's the one they did with... what's his name? B.B. King. Was B.B. King on one of them?
When Love Comes to Town.
Yeah. And... what you call him? The Edge sings one of those songs as well. But I think we've played that before. We're gonna play that again. We're gonna play a couple of short ones from that album. We're gonna start with Van Diemen's Land, and then we have God Part 2, which is another one that doesn't get a lot of radio time, and then one that has a slight Christmas feel to it, but I don't know why. Maybe just the name. Can you guess which one?
No.
Okay.
Christmas.
That's fine. You don't have to. No, that's fine.
You don't want me to guess, do you?
Hold me now, oh hold me now, till this hour has gone around, and I'm gone on the rising tide, for to face it's a bitter pill I swallow here, to be rent from one so dear. We fought for justice and not for gain, but the magistrate send me away. Now kings will rule and the poor will toil and tear their hands as they tear the sun. But a day will come in this dawning age when an honest man sees an honest way. Hold me now, oh hold me now, till this hour has gone around, and I'm gone on the rising tide, for to face Van Diemen's Land.
What has happened between the writing of the Joshua Tree album, the recording of the Joshua Tree album, and the tour, and now the new songs?
Adam. I don't know.
look. But the truth is never the same without the lies he made up. Don't believe in excess, success is to give. Don't believe in riches, but you should see where I live. I believe in love. Don't believe in forced entry, don't believe in rape. But every time she passes by, wild thoughts escape. Don't believe in death row, skid row the gangs. Don't believe in the Uzi, just went off in my hand. I believe in love. Got a speedball in my head.
bit of a Christmas feel to that, what do you think? No?
Bit of jingle jangle in the background there. Angels. Harlem. Famous for
have you ever
Christmas.
spent Christmas in Harlem?
No.
Okay, why not? Just
Well,
an opportunity not arise? Not yet, anyway. This Christmas? You have an opportunity this Christmas.
I could go now.
Got the passports?
I do have the passports.
I'm sure John wouldn't mind hopping on another long distance flight across the world. He was in great fettle after the last one. Did he notice he didn't get a haircut? He hiding it well under the hat. He's a bit sleepy. He probably hasn't noticed.
He'll freak out tomorrow. Huh? He'll freak out tomorrow. He'll see me. He'll be like, Jesus,
what's wrong with you?
Hair on you? Like a yeti.
So he's hit the hay, has he?
I think so. I think they were fading fast.
Well, yeah, that's what happens.
It's a long old trip.
It is. It's torturous.
And there's only so much that shitey airplane food that you can eat.
They got airplane food on the boat. Oh.
The union went on strike on the boats, and they had to take it off.
They had
the
to fly in
airlines.
the food.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
The air dropped it in.
Samule.
And it was a long old trip for them.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
8 weeks, I think.
And they're only here for what? The weekend? Back Paddy's Day?
They have
or
to.
Stevens' Day?
Back to work.
Stevens' Day.
Stevens' Day.
We, oh yeah.
That's the Ma's birthday, Stevens' Day.
Is it? Oh, right. Very good. What'll you do? Postboy.
Oh.
Is there an open? Oh, yeah, there will be, sure, yeah.
Yeah. The sales are on.
In Nelson?
Everywhere.
Oh.
They call them something about boxing over here, though. I don't know what that is.
Don't talk to me. We're putting together a bit of a Christmas kind of a schedule because we have tried not to play any real Christmas music, just to give people a bit of a reprieve, bit of respite from, I'm sure, what they're getting thick and fast at home, like on the radio. So, but I have been sent a playlist by a man who contributes bits and pieces now and again, Seamus Herity. I Tashi in a Coney I got the Herc Kunde Duna God. So he gets in contact every now and again. He sent me a playlist of kind of alternative Christmas songs. So we might give those a whiz, a spin, as they say, next week.
Why not?
Because we may be doing a bit of a longer show next week. We have the slot to, so we might do a bit of an end of year show.
Have a drink on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day and just wander on, find myself in the studio, just whacking on the
whatever
the Christmas
on the desk. That's why the feather got stuck at 9 o'clock tonight.
Matt will be very disappointed in me.
He will. Disgusted.
No food and drink. He never said anything about this. Hey.
So yeah, we've been given a few slots. We may have a longer show next week. We have the scope to do it. Whether we have the wherewithal, we'll soon find out. But we may play some.
We'll put the call out now because there's probably I don't know how many's listening. Probably
you count them on the tip of one finger.
The tip of my finger. If there is anyone around Nelson with an Irish disposition, sure, call in.
Yeah. That's we're talking. That's Christmas Day.
No. Well, yeah, if you want. Call. We might
this
not
day
be
week,
here. But
this day week will be just an ordinary day of the week.
Yeah.
But yeah, this time next week.
Yeah, sure, you're over the family thing. You're full of the turkey or the barbecue or whatever way you're doing it over here. You're tired of the sun.
Who won't get a haircut? The heat.
Jeez. That's him. So that's what it's stinking hot here at the moment.
You're going to reach the point now soon, in the next few days, where you're going to reach that tipping point where it'll make more sense just to let it grow. You're going through the rough patch now.
I've had that before, though. Oh, God.
Yeah, so we may have a different kind of flavour to the show, the next few shows, because we are going to be left to our own devices a bit, and we'll be in the studio a bit more.
They just don't care.
No. So we have that other playlist of some alternative Christmas songs. We may get into some of that next week, but we're going to stick with the old 1988, and but we're also going to leave it now for a couple of minutes and go and do our EDM section. And was I saying that to you, that I was in Sublime Coffee here is
the best
on Haven Road,
around.
good coffee shop on Haven Road. No messing around. Drop in. The phone's ringing. Is that the landline outside?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. We're still maybe we're live, who knows. But I heard they were playing this song.
How about I get the phone
on Wednesday?
Can we not answer here?
It's not ringing here. This was on in Sublime.
Oh yeah.
49th of May, an Irish duo. We're going to play that.
That's nice of them.
Play a bit of David Holmes for our EDM section. Kieran and Dave, Fresh FM.
So am I. Ain't gonna be here too long. Let's enjoy the ride. Gonna bust my moves, see what I find. Gonna get my drinks in now, lose track of time. Cause when you move like that, it ain't easy. I can't keep up now, take it slow. And back and forth on the dance floor got hazy. And just before I let go, yeah, she said, if catching eyes is foreplay, then we done fucked around. And maybe it's the DJ, addicted to the sound, she said. She said, attraction growing deeper. Your timeless girl is fine, and we don't have to say words. You just keep that in mind. Cause when you move like that, it ain't easy. I can't keep up now, take it slow. And back and forth on the dance floor got hazy. And just before I let go, yeah, she said, if catching eyes is foreplay, then we done fucked around. And maybe it's the DJ, addicted to the sound, she said. She said, when you move like that, it ain't easy. I can't keep up now, take it slow. And back and forth on the dance floor got hazy. And just before I let go, yeah, she said, if catching eyes is foreplay, then we done fucked around. And maybe it's the DJ, addicted to the sound, she said.
Don't you like it when I don't know what to say? Don't you like it? You can have it anyway. Don't you like it?
When I feel stupid, so stupid. Don't you like it when I don't know what to say? Don't you like it? You can have it anyway. Don't you like it? When I feel stupid, so stupid. And I meant it. What I said the other day, I can't do this. You keep treating me the same and we're losing. And I feel stupid, so stupid. Taking back when you move slow. Can't relax when my head goes. Cigarette
rats with the menthol. Better yet, letting them go. And it's not like I could change, cause you know I'd be different. Wrestling my sheets, I can't sleep, what's the difference? You see, I don't care at all, but there's one thing on my mind. Don't you like it when I don't know what to say? Don't you like it? You could have it anyway, don't you like it? And I'm feeling stupid, so stupid, and I meant it. What I said the other day, I can't do this. You keep treating me the same and we're losing. And I feel stupid, so stupid, but I can't stop. And I feel stupid, so stupid, but I can't stop, I can't stop, I can't stop, but I can't stop, I can't stop, I can't Don't you like it when I don't know what to say? Don't you like it? You could have it anyway. Don't you like it? And I'm feeling stupid, so stupid, and I meant it. What I said the other day, I can't do this. You keep treating me the same and we're losing. And I feel stupid.
Two there from 49th and Main, one of which I heard in a coffee shop in Nelson.
Jesus, what are the
It's no wonder they have 40 million hits on that song.
40 million?
Nearly 40 million.
They must have made $12.
They got 2 coffees.
2 coffees.
That was the first half of our EDM section. We played them last week, but yeah, I heard that during the week, which was a bit random, really. I know they play Spotify in there, but...
So what did you say to them? Did you say...
I said, great to hear the Irish music, and she looked at me like I had 40 hits, because it was a dance tune playing in the background.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
You say
well, first of all, she went, what? And I went, and then she said, all right, thanks, bye. So she didn't have a clue what I said, to be honest.
Flat white for Kieran.
Yeah.
Make it quicker.
Another one.
Make it quicker.
Another one. Yeah, so we're going to play David Holmes next. Another Belfast man.
Yeah.
I like saying Belfast. I usually say it when I say Belfast.
I think
Belfast.
A lot of the EDM comes up out of the north.
It does, doesn't it? A lot of bang bang music.
Duff duff.
This is from his 1997 album called Let's Get Killed. We're going to play 2 tracks from that. One is quite short. Leads into the second one, I believe. That's what I'm led to believe anyway. But you could lead me to believe anything, to be honest with you.
That's true.
So this is Head Rush of Lafayette, and we're going to follow that with Rodney Yates. Played soccer for Galway United, I think.
Alright, check it. I travel back to the cracks of thought that don't feel pain, from the home of 8 trains and bloodstains. New York, where the hollow tips chew pork and chicken head tricks swallow dicks. And there's a court for every brick. Some bricks build blocks that'll fill pockets mine. It's like crack rock rhymes. I find these here times that you gotta pack still and or a strong mind. Just a deal, cause they don't give a fuck how you feel or who you are. Rhyme by the age of Teflon, so law so deep I'm ingrown down to the chromosome. Sneak up on your coast like coke and guns and tugboats. Pump the noise loud so I can hear myself think. The strongest chain breaks as fast as the weakest link. 4-beat scales to measure the weight to obliterate frail minds. I catch my life imitating hell sometimes, while knowledge feeds to God like food, cause I write the real flicks of life. I'll stab you with my tongue, I mean knife. I'll stab you with my tongue, I mean knife. And that's that. Boom, whatever, keep me posted on the album. You check me here, numbers 212-2404-9530-840. But catch me out in Brooklyn, 718-431-0840. Dot Lawrence Law.
Completely lost track of time. This is our last song. We've get most of it in. I don't know where the evening's going, to be honest with you. The light is shining on that clock. I can't really see what's going on. But anyway, yeah, Kieran and Dave, we've been here for the last 2 hours playing music. We'll do the same again next week, possibly for 4. And over the Christmas, keep an eye out on social media. We'll keep everyone posted. With our plans.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. You'll get the Spotify soon. There was no video tonight. We'll get last week's up. See you next Tuesday. And we'll have some stuff going on over the Christmas. Stay tuned. Thanks for listening. It's long before, like it's not booking.
The podcast you just listened to was a live recording of a radio show, first broadcast on Fresh FM with support from New Zealand On Air. Fresh FM is a community access media station based in Te Tauihu, the top of the South Island, New Zealand. The funding of Access Media makes these podcasts possible. To find similar programs by other community access media stations, go online to accessmedia.nz. If you or your group would like to know more about how you can have a program on our station, please contact us. Visit our website freshfm.net for our contact details.